Just off the east bank of the Cumberland River and across the water from the Tennessee State Capitol building, there's a look at Nissan Stadium in Nashville. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Tennessee Titans. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Mike up, Lee!
Check 55, Mike.
Watch the out, watch the out.
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On second down, here's Mixon. And at the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 7 yards there and a first down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Mike's 5-4.
Here you go, Ken.
Now on second and 13. Dalton brought in here by Tyler Eifert. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for first and 10. Dalton with a give here to Mixon. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6.
Let him know, let him know. Let him know, let him know.
Ready.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It's going to be a gain of 6 on the keeper, but it leads to a third down.
Hands up, Lee!
Right there in the middle, 55.
All day, baby, all day.
Hands up!
And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. John Ross with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bengals take it right down and score on the opening drive. Bullock good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10 at their own 21. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Here's Mariota. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Mariota from the gun on 3rd down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. Thought he had the pick. Flag comes in for PI, so cancel it out.
Interference. Oh, a killer for them. Thought they had a nice play. Instead, they'll be marching off yardage against them.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Strip the ball. Strip that ball. Switch.
To throw Mariota. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treat it as such.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Mariota hands to Henry. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
They force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard
The Bengals drive about to get going. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Hey, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Nice.
Screen.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. He gets this in the hands of Mixon.
Oh, yeah.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Hot. Lead. They go 368. Regular. Hey, exit.
Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike.
They go.
3rd down from the gun, Dalton. Looking for Green, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Kenny Vaccaro. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Well, Brandon, this is a former first-round pick, and he's been a bit of a disappointment in his career up till now, but he's still got room to grow. And this is an excellent play right here to come away with the football.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Following the interception here, Mariota. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there, 21 yards. A first red zone opportunity for the Titans. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. Now Lewis here on 1st down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Pick the edge. Come. Sponge.
A 2nd down run with Lewis. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. 8 yards on the run, and that cuts us down to a 3rd and about 5.
Makes it 3rd and 5.
And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd.
Watch the run.
From the shotgun, it's Mariota. He gets it to Humphreys. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, here's the Tennessee field goal unit led by Ryan Succop. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter. A run there on 1st down going nowhere as he stopped right at the 25. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
55 Mike, guys, 55.
Bravo.
So a designed run last play. Now Dalton to pass. Going deep. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Dane Cruikshank.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Good. Watch the twist.
A 1st down carry for Henry. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And he's taken down inside the 30. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it. But a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Geno Atkins, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Mariota now. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick six last week. Not a pick six here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept the pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week, he got the Oski.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. John Ross with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. A running play on first down will get 4 up to the 29. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Look at this, a tight end carry. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
It's 3rd down and 6.
A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Mariota. Flushed out right. And that's complete to Lewis. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? From the gun, Mariota. And that is incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
That's pulled in at the 32. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Bringing him down defensively, Jayon Brown.
Check, watch 54, watch 54. Hey, come on out here.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Dalton. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half. And you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
Derrick Henry. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing is Mariota into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
An opening there on that first down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Watch the run, watch the run. Alert flare, alert flare.
Now Joe Mixon. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
Let's go, baby.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Kill. Here you go, can.
Hold the look, hold.
We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half.
Let's go.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments and doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
I smell fear in that offense. I smell fear in that offense.
Able to get away.
That's why you keep the legs churning.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 12 yards there and a first down.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
Watch the screen.
Step, and he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Jeff Driscoll, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bengals, they widen their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. The first half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you get this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
And they'll indeed stop him on third down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Here's Brett Kern now as he's on to punt for Tennessee. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Oh, pretty woeful there. Just 23 yards on the punt. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Bengals drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how.
This is caught inside the 15. Now a signal and a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Go, we're good.
Here's Dalton. Green's open, and he's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Andy Dalton with his 3rd touchdown pass of the game. And the Bengals, they widen their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Here we go.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But
Well,
this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for him. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
He finds Humphreys. 17 yards on that play for the Titans.
A gain of 17 yards.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
First down, Mariota. And Walker has it. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down.
the more football I watch, the more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team has shown no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things haven't worked so well in the first go-around. They want to throw the football like crazy. But the way to open up throwing the ball is to run it. And they've run it well here to start the second half.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Mariota gives to Henry. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Mike's 43. I'm coming.
To throw is Mariota. And he'll hit his tight end, Walker. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Delaney Walker, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Titans are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point put through by Suckup. And the lead is down to 28-10. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Here we go.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just given him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent, it's really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total. And an alley to run. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Boston Scott, his first carry. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Now after that last play, there's a Bengal down on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside.
Check 55 to Mike.
Watch the slats.
From just shy of midfield, Dalton got his man. It's Eifert. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38.
Hey, check Mike, check Mike. Watch 55.
Ain't no such thing as a look.
Nice.
36, 36.
Hey, Echo.
Mike, 55. Check 55, Mike. Rip left.
From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. Open man is Ross, complete. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Silver.
They go back to the ground now with Mixon. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
At the 10-yard line.
Mike 55, Mike 55.
Check tight end, check tight. Check tight.
They'll give it to Mixon. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
At the 6-yard line.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. From 6 yards away. And the Bengals, they widen their lead.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Mariota. It's caught. Humphries. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
10th carry now for Derrick Henry. Only a yard on the gain there as time will run out on this 3rd quarter of play.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. And some room to roam now. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 27 yards there, a first down.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
From the red zone now, Mariota. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off inside the 10. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Tight dog, tight dog.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
52, 93, 44, 44. Here you go.
1st and 10 for Dalton. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the... Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. There he goes, right side. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. John Ross, 73 yards, as his guys continue to pour it on. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. This one fielded at the 5. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Ronald Darby. Facing this 4th quarter deficit, felt like they had to throw the ball, and on the other side, they were ready.
No doubt about it. They're playing situational football. They look at the clock, they know the lead that they have, and all they're doing is playing pass on every down.
Playing the pass, picking it off, and now big time in the driver's seat. And he's got this down to the 35. 12 yards that time, and a Cincinnati first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Second and 10 at the 35-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10.
52, 93, 44, 44. Here you go.
All day, dog.
Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, eat. Hands up.
Dalton now to pass. And that'll be incomplete. He was looking for his favorite target, A.J. Green, that time. But now it'll be third down. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Third down, a shot here for Dalton. He's going to fire one deep. And this is caught. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon, touchdown number 22 on the season, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Bullock good on the extra point, and the lead will swell by one more. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Let go.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the front.
And now here is another interception. William Jackson with a pick. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. A first down run, good for about 3. Second and 7 coming up. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me.
Again, it's Mixon. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
We own them. We own them.
Dalton gives to Bernard. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Let's get some penetration.
On 2nd down now, Mixon. So that one will get him halfway to the first down marker. 7 yards, makes it 3rd and 7 now.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
And the Bengals on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. On 3rd down, here's Edwards. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And this one is right down Broadway. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34.
At their own 34-yard
ready to go. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now it's Henry. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First down, Titans, gain of 12. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. Mariota to throw it. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Mariota. Oh, Davis lost it. It's loose. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. And you probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
It's our time.
Off play action to Henry. Here's Mariota. And that going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Here's Mariota. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time.
Jermaine Pratt there on the tackle. A loss of a yard. It's 4th down. Today's final score.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Cincinnati, they're setting themselves up as a major contender as they move to 8-1 now on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to New England to take on the Patriots. Meanwhile, for Tennessee, it's another week, another loss as they fall now to 0-9. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.